Hi guys, my name's Ellie, welcome to my channel, and we are a little late this month, but it's Empties time. So, let's get into it. I've got some weirder things. These are wound wash. So I got my lobes re-pierced, 2 in each lobe, because I, like most people, did a lot of stupid things as a preteen, teenage person, and my mom had never had her ears pierced, either properly or improperly. So when we wanted to get our ears pierced, my parents saw nothing wrong with going to Claire's and using the ear gun like everybody else. So we got those done. I got them done once or twice at Claire's, and they didn't really go nicely. I didn't get for some reason, I didn't want the gold jewelry. I wanted, like, titanium or something stupid, and my ears didn't heal properly around that. And then so they would itch. So I would not keep earrings in, so they would close up, and then we'd also seen The Parent Trap, so we would do the whole piercing it with a sterilized needle at home, which again is not how you should pierce your ears. Just go to a proper tattoo and piercing parlor, have them do it with a gauge needle. So much better. So yeah, I've had some lumps and bumps, some scar tissue, some piercings that have closed, some that haven't, some that have gone most of the way closed, and I do have a big hunking keloid right back at the bottom part of this lobe on the backside from piercing them improperly. So I went and got them done correctly, and one of the ways I am attempting to prevent more keloids is wound wash. They will give you care instructions when you get your piercing. They vary a little bit place to place. I was told to wash it with antibacterial soap, and they gave me specific topical spray to put on it. And it was alright, and I couldn't remember how crusty they were supposed to be, because I know they're an open wound. They're going to get a little crusty. But the last thing I had pierced was my nose, and then the most recent thing before that, I was 18 when I did them, so I don't remember how crusty they were. And this was a different type of piercing. And when I did this one, they suggested soaking cotton balls with wound wash and sticking them on either side of the piercing to dissolve any crustiness, sterilize the wound, everything. And I've been doing that to my ears to make sure they don't get too crusty, too bad woundy, as opposed to just healing wound. So I've been using a lot of wound wash. Things you didn't need to know, but you know now. I also used up a thing of cotton rounds, 100 count. I use that for my face. Oh, ooh, this is something I found and probably used up. I must have had these years and years ago, back before I was dyeing my hair a bunch of colors, because this is the OGX Argan Oil of Morocco shampoo and conditioner. I found them hidden away in the corner of my room, so I used them up. They were quite nice. I think if I had unprocessed, unbleached hair, like if I just grew my natural hair out, I would probably use those because they were very moisturizing and nice, but I don't need them for now. I also have this. This is the Olive Branch Shower Gel from Lush. I got this because it was supposed to be nice enough for me to shave my legs with, and I did. It is moisturizing enough for me to shave my legs with. It's nice. But now that Rose Jam is permanent, I will be switching back over to Rose Jam because I liked it. I just couldn't get it because it was seasonal. I have this, and I have another one in here somewhere. Yes. So, these are from Ion. They are the Bright Semi-Permanent Cream Color. These are deposit-only dyes. So I mix, well, this time. Normally I just mix in lavender to make a toning conditioner, but I mixed in lavender and some smoky amethyst to try and, like, tone it a specific thing, because putting gray in it doesn't do anything for me, but mixing these into my conditioner helps me tone my hair and keep it a little nicer. If you have hair that is dyed any color that either fades or is like gray leans into changing another color, like if I don't tone this, it gets, let me find a section. Yeah, it gets a lot more like dirty, cold blonde than like gray. So the underside I'm not as efficient at toning. So things you learn. Grab some of those, mix them into your conditioner. Be slightly careful about, like, test it. Some of them stain your hands a little bit, some of them don't. So do it, find out. If they stain your hand, grab a quick pair of gloves, because then you can put that in your hair, throw your hair up, do the rest of your shower routine, rinse it out, and it helps keep your hair color more vibrant. And it's generally pretty cheap because those aren't that expensive. I have a lotion here. This is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula. I like this, but we're actually about to be testing something else. I have 2 of them over there that are almost dead to combine and use up, and then I have something coming in the mail. Because I'm just never satisfied. I always just want to try a new thing, even if I have something like that works perfectly fine. I'm going to try a new item. I'm going to try a new product every time I get a chance. This is also the Tresemme Keratin Smooth with Marula Oil. This is the conditioner that I buy to mix the color in. It's thin, and yeah, you can see on the back, like, the purple that it becomes. Actually, yeah. So it ends up kind of like a softy purple color, and it just deposits the tiniest bit that allows it to stay a nice cool toned gray. And that's a good conditioner for damaged hair as well. Ooh! This is the Milk Kush mascara. I'm counting it as used up because I don't want to use it anymore. It's been at least 3 months. I'm tired of it. It's starting to dry up. It's not depositing as much color. And this was just never my favorite formula. Like, it was usable, but not something I was really excited to pull out. So, fucking done. I have some hair items if I can get them all together. It's not going to let me. I tried this out. This is the Sacha Dhawan Hair Repair Professional Hair Treatment. It was alright. I started filming a video for it and I just really didn't seem like it did anything, so I didn't keep the footage. I also used these up. This I like. This is the Replenishing Water Drops 8-in-1 Mist with hyaluronic acid and everlasting flower water. Flower water? Yeah, flower water, not water flower. Flower water. This is really, really nice, but I literally got maybe 2 pumps before the top section, this guy just broke. So I put it in here, and I really like this product. It was really nice. It distributes really well. It's very, it's very thin. It spreads out. It doesn't weigh my hair down, but due to the defective little thing, I'm not sure I'm going to be likely to pick it up unless I can guarantee I have a better bottle for it. So, I also used up this. This is the Garnier Fructis Pure Clean Detangler and Air Dry with aloe extract. So again, these are things I will put basically all throughout my hair to help make sure everything's moisturized, nothing's catching on each other, but all of my hair has a good amount of slip, and just to make sure everything's nice, because my hair is very processed. Ooh, I have some more hair stuff, if I can get them all. Where's my other 2? So I have these. These are the Amika Bust Your Brass Cool Blonde Conditioner and Shampoo. I tried these out. These are quite nice. Again, it gives you that same kind of effect as the other ones of toning your hair and making sure it stays cool toned and a little bit more purple than brassy. I also tried this. This is the On The Rocks from Dry Bar shampoo and conditioner. These smell very strongly, so please grab it and smell it before you buy it, because it's not a bad smell, but it is a very strong, lingering scent. The product itself was alright, but I really just, something that specific that I know is not necessarily going to blend well with my perfumes. So like if it was a fruity, floral, I hate to say it, but more feminine scent, I'd be fine, but that was very musky, dark. It smelled like cologne. So we didn't need to keep that going too long. I also have this. This is from Petit Fay. These are black, pearl, and gold hydrogel eye patches. I don't think it's going to let me open it. Finally finished them up. I like these. These taken me a really long time to go through. It was 60 pieces, but I had a habit of forgetting to put them on. They were nice. I don't know if I'm going to go into trying to do them. I have since kind of come to the conclusion that my eye shape is my eye shape. It's less that my eyes are puffy and more that just the way that my bones and my fat deposits on my face are. I always have a bit of a bag just kind of right there. So no matter what, that's going to be there, and yeah, you can see it. There's the crunchy. That guy. Unless I lose a ton of weight or my bones shift, it's just always going to be there. So these were nice, and I might get them again to just kind of like pamper myself, but not with the assumption that if I do something, if I just find the right product, my under eyes will be smooth. That's not how my face is structured. So, we over it. This is something. I finished up the Kiehl's Olive Fruit Oil Deeply Reparative Hair Pack. I liked it. It didn't last nearly as long as I was expecting it to, but it was quite nice. I'm currently using a different one. I think it's called Blueberry Bliss, that I got in the store, because I went to go grab the Schwarzkopf Gliss one and retry it and kind of like compare with a back-to-back usage. And I don't think Target carries Schwarzkopf and Gliss anymore, which is frustrating because I was also trying to pick up one of their hairsprays, because they have not hairspray, hair sprays. They have another one of those detangling, I think they have one with protein in it that I really liked. I wanted to try that again, and the mask, and couldn't find it. So I don't think they carry it anymore, and that's very frustrating because I really liked it, and I liked suggesting it to people because it was decently cheap and really, really efficient. It really did its job. But this is finished. Yeah, we'll do skincare things now. Oh no, this is a hair mask. This is the Gloss Moderne Clean Luxury Face Mask. Nope. Hair mask? Yes, hair mask. Obviously it wasn't that good if I don't remember what it does. So, I must not have hated it though. So, mediocre from Gloss Moderne. Yeah, let's dig some face things out. Yeah. Okay, I have some face things. These two are from The Ordinary. One is a Moroccan argan oil and one is a niacinamide vitamin complex. I finished both of these. I've been slowly using up all of my leftover Ordinary products because I took them out of my skincare rotation and I've just been using them like on my body or my arms or something to get rid of them, which means I don't always remember to use them because they're not as pressing as my skincare, but I also want them gone. I also used up this Belief Peat Miracle Revital Eye Cream. I really liked this. I actually really like this whole line. I am interested in potentially going back to it. It was quite nice. But I also like trying new things, so I'm trying new things. I used up this Supergoop Everyday Sunscreen, little packet, foil packet. Went nicely on my face under my foundation, but I have a preference for some other ones for that. Sorry, I can feel like hair somewhere touching my face. I also used up a whole one of this Boscia Cactus Water Hydrating Cream. It was really nice. If you like gel cream moisturizers, I suggest this. I went through it pretty quickly, but I did really like it. And I'm just bad at portioning, so it could just be that I used way too much, so I went through it quickly. I'm bad at scooping the right amount. I scoop, and then I'm like, yeah, this should probably be enough, and then it's way too much for my face. But it absorbs it eventually. I also have this. This is the Origins Original Skin Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay. I liked this. I am interested in potentially buying a full size, just because I've been liking Origins masks, and this one it felt like it was doing something without being too dry or tingly. I liked it. And I have these two little face masks. This is the Rose Face Mask from Fresh, and this is the Calendula and Aloe Soothing Hydration Mask from Kiehl's. Two little samples. I used them up. I liked them both. I'm more likely to repurchase the Rose one from Fresh because every time I have a sample, I love it. I just need to buy a real sized one. I have a couple makeup-y type things. This is from Mally Beauty. This is a mascara. It's a mess. Yeah. Like, I used this once and it got all over the stopper. The brush itself is just not that good. And you can kind of see it's just all... You can't see. Yeah, it's all gooping up as it goes in. Yeah. So. No, thank you. And then I used up this Miu Miu perfume sample. It was quite nice. I am interested in buying a full size of that. I actually did buy a full size of the Terry Mugler Alien perfume, but it's over there and I don't feel like getting it. but that's something I've been watching and wanting for a very long time, which is why I'm trying to make myself go through all the samples I have, so I can then buy full-sized perfumes and not feel guilty about not going through samples. So I can just have the full-sized ones that I do want, as opposed to a million samples. This is considered dead. This is Rain from ColourPop. It's got no more moisture in it, and that's all that was left. It's just not picking up. Yeah, that's the most I can get, rubbing a finger aggressively right into it. And then if I rub that on my hand, it doesn't go anywhere. So I can't get this onto my face. I do highly suggest this color if you're looking for a unique, fun cream blush. This is something that looks cool and is actually like a nice cool tone, so if you want like a corpsey doll effect, or if you just are very cool toned and light and you want something that's not gonna stand out too much on your face, this blends in really nicely. I liked it a lot. I might eventually buy another one, but in the meantime I'm gonna go through some of my powder blushes. And some randoms. Oh, this is an empty. It's Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me Foundation. It is very empty. Scraped the sides. Got everything I could. That's all the way done. I did really like that foundation. I would definitely buy it again, especially if I couldn't find what I wanted. Oh, what is this in here? Oh, yeah. This is a lip balm. I had this much left. Something was going on, and I don't know if it was this lip balm, but it might have been this lip balm, so we're just letting it go. I put something on my lips, and then I'm just playing with it now. Yeah. It smells really good. But I had something that like really, really dried out my lips to the point that they felt kind of scaly, and it was like within a couple days. And I think it's after I stopped using a different lip balm in conjunction with this, and I started using just this. And so this is not moisturizing enough on its own to the point that my lips want moisture, get this, and then get mad that they didn't get more moisture and freak out on me. So, it's gone. Then, I also finished up one of these. This is the Lush Boom Toothy Tabs. Gone. I'm considering this gone. This is a beauty sponge from Real Techniques. I ripped it, because when I'm washing it, I'll do this gesture, try and like squeeze the product out, and I think I had it in this hand, and I was going too far, and I kind of like caught it and just foamed it open, so. He's got a little mouth now. Why you kill me? Because I am not a delicate person, which is why I buy cheap sponges instead of buying the Beauty Blender again, because I feel like I go through these Real Techniques sponges pretty quickly, and I can't tell if it's because they are an inferior product or because I just have no delicacy. She says while ripping it apart. This is fun. Yeah, I'll show you guys. This is why they don't let me rip things apart at work, because I will just fall into it and start having too much fun. And then this was a casualty. It's in there. I can't get it out. This is a deodorant I got. It's called Kraken Guard. It smells really, really nice. It's mainly just kind of like minty. But as you can see, I left it in my car, and so instead of staying it up on the grate, it melted all the way down to the bottom, which you can see a little bit down here, and it's leaking out the bottom. So, this is gone now. It's dead to me. And that should be everything. Yeah. So, now we get to talk about what came into my collection, which is unfortunately a lot. A lot happened all at once. So I used up that Milk mascara. I bought myself a Tarte Tartist mascara. It's not in this Empties, but it will be in next month's Empties. I'm replacing my They're Real Tinted Primer from Benefit. The one I have, I'm considering it done, but I'm also doing a bit of an experiment. I'm going to cut it open and see how much is left. So, I replaced that. National Lipstick Day happened. So Anastasia Beverly Hills had her lipsticks and lip glosses buy one get one free. So I picked up Moon Jelly, which I had been looking at for quite some time and wanting, I just never grabbed it, as well as Dread, which I was hoping would be a nice nude for me, and it is. Like quite a nice color. I've liked it. That happened. In order to deal with that lip balm that was freaking me out, I got a new one from Jack Black, the Natural Mint and Shea Butter. This has been much better for my lips, much more moisturizing, not drying them out instead. I like this a lot. I had a bit of a shame purchase. This is something I've wanted for a long time, and I've looked at it, and I've looked at the small holiday packs that had it in it. I just never grabbed it. Like, I would look at it and I'd say, let me go think about it, and then by the time I decide, yeah, I think I want that, I think that's a good deal, I think that's worth it for me, it would be sold out. And I was going around looking for this. I went to like 2 or 3 stores looking for it, and it was sold out in every single one. I was trying to be a good person that since I was already out running errands, I'd just grab it in store instead of ordering it online. Had to order it online. And to deal with the fact that I could not find it and I was frustrated, and that every time I asked, I was like, hey, Benefit does this thing called the They Are Real Tinted Primer. It's a mascara primer, not the mascara. Do you guys carry it? Do you have backup somewhere that I can get one that looks like your display's all out? They would try and find me a brow product. And be like, we only have one brow primer and it's this one. I'm like, it's not a brow primer, it's a mascara primer. Just bring me to your mascaras. This empty hole right here, do you have more of those in the back? Oh no, that's a really popular product, and yet you don't know what it's called. Tinted primer. Benefit Their Real Tinted Primer. I was having a day, so I bought myself this, which is on my eyes today. It is very, very pretty. I like it a lot, and I think of the colors, this is a good one to have. This one is potentially very much worth the specialization of it, because this is a very specific formula, a very specific way of putting it on to get a very specific effect. And something like this with I can't decide if it's multicolored glitter in the silver glitter or if it's actually holographic, but it's very pretty at least. So, I like it. I think it's a versatile one to have. My primer is on its last legs, so I got a new one. I go with the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. And since I finished up the Maybelline, and that ColourPop that I have, I know it's only going to last a couple weeks, I picked up the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Tint in R210. This is what I'm wearing today. It's actually really, really nice. I like it a lot. Oof. And then, I know I've talked about my Cliena order, but it actually finally came. So, I have the blush, which I don't know the name of it, but it looks like a blood moon, and I'm really into it. And it is really, really pretty. And then I also got my RKO palette, which it's a little messy. This one was cracked and this one was broken when they came, so I repressed them. But they work just well now that they're repressed and dried. They're gorgeous. This will be my 1 month, 1 palette next month. It came like right after I decided what I was doing for this month. It could have been this month if I'd just gotten it maybe a day or 2 earlier. But I'm excited to have it. I'm very excited to play with it. I've done one look and I've been kind of throwing the mattes in other looks. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. And somewhere I have a Cover FX setting powder. But I don't know where I put it. I think I left it at my boyfriend's house. Because I bought it because I was getting low on 2 of my powders because I only had 2. And I was like, I don't want to be out of a powder. I am an oily person. I can't be out of powders. So I got it. And so far it's not my favorite. It really is a setting powder, not really a mattifying powder. It works pretty well with this. I think this plus that powder with the Shiseido sunscreen underneath would be fine. But without that Shiseido sunscreen adding that extra little matte layer, it just gets a little shiny by the end of the day. Whereas this powder on its own doesn't get that shiny. I think the powder is just doing a little something. So that is what I used up and what I brought into my collection this month, unless I forgot something. I don't think I forgot. Oh, I did get rid of 2 palettes. And by get rid of, I mean I gifted to a friend. She had an eye infection, so she had to throw out all of her makeup, and so she wears some very neutral, normal people makeup. And so I gifted her my Lorac Riesling palette and my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, so she can use those and have some nice, good quality, neutral brownie tones. And then I have less to use up, because they're both very nice palettes, but I just don't use them day to day. I think once I trim down my collection, I will potentially repurchase the chocolate bar. I don't really need the Lorac Riesling palette. It was really nice. I just don't need it. It was literally just golds and browns. Very neutral. Very, very, like, if you just needed a day-to-day, wear the same eyeshadow everyday palette, it's perfect for that, but I like to use different colors sometimes. So yeah, those two are out of my collection as well. So we're down a little bit. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good week.